Hello everyone, I'm Tatiana with Tatiana's Blankets. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to start crocheting my new blanket. This is the pattern that I'm going to use, like I explained in my previous videos, but just in case if you haven't watched them, I want to explain again. I always draw the pattern by hand and using pencils. This is what I do since I started crocheting graph patterns, and it's convenient for me. I don't want to say that it's everybody's supposed to do it. It's just how I do it, how it's convenient for me. When I crochet, sometimes I want to do some changes in the pattern, so it's easy if I just get a pencil and eraser and do some changes. So this is pattern that I'm going to use, and I need two colors of my yarn, and I haven't decided yet which colors I'm going to use. I have these four skeins of yarn. This is big twist, and I'm going to use two colors. I just need to decide which one I want to use. I'm thinking about using these two colors together, which is this one is magenta and this is medium rose, or use, okay, now this and this, medium rose and soft purple together, or medium rose and lilac. So still deciding. I've decided to use these two colors, which are medium rose and magenta, and name my blanket Happy Valentine's. So this is my pattern. These are my two colors that I'm going to use. Let's start crocheting. If we looked at our pattern, we can see that first 9 rows we need to crochet with the color, the same color. I'm going to use hook 5.5 millimeters, and I'm going to start with the yarn color magenta. Slip stitch, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, pinch this loop next to the hook, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over and double stitch into pinched loop. 2 more double stitches into next 2 spaces. Turn, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, pinch this loop, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, double stitch into pinched loop and 2 more double stitches into next 2 spaces on a chain. 2, and this is our third double stitch. So chain and 3 double stitches. Now insert your hook in this space under chain, pull up the loop, pull through this one, and we got our slip stitch. Now chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and 3 more double stitches into this space. And 3. Now turn and continue crocheting the same thing that we just crochet our second row. Crochet 9 rows. I finished crocheting 9 rows, and what I do now I need to choose my right side and wrong side. So if we look at the very first little square, you can see that this stitches goes horizontally. This is always right side for me. This is how I'm choosing right side. If you look at the if we turn our work and we look at this the same little square from the back, you can see that this stitches goes vertically. So this will be wrong side for me. So let's turn onto our right side. And now what I do next, I don't like to keep this tail like this. So what I do, I get this tail and wrap it around finger, get a stitch marker, and I hang it on a stitch marker and twist it one time, just make it smaller, and hang it again on a stitch marker and clip it to the right side. So I know this is my right side. In this case, odd rows always would go from up down, like rows 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And even rows always would goes from down up, like 2, 4, 6, 8, and row 10 that we need to crochet right now. And now already write down how many squares we need to crochet with different colors. So our first 3 squares on row 10 will be with the same color magenta, and next 4 little squares we need to crochet with our color this one, rose color, and another 3, the last 3 little squares we need to crochet with the same with magenta color. And I'm going to use these 2 pencils, red pencil to mark my odd rows and blue pencil to mark my even rows. So let's turn our work. I need to crochet row 10, and we start with 3 little square the same color. 1, 2, 3, pinch 1, 2, 3, 1 double stitch, second double stitch, third double stitch. Okay, let me crochet 2 more squares and we will meet there. I crochet these 3 squares, 1, 2, 3, and now I need to add new color and crochet 4 squares with a new color. So what I do, I put this yarn on the right side and kind of like hold it with my fingers, and in this space insert your hook, grab new color, pull up this loop and pull through this one loop. So we got our slip stitch. Now this end I get together, I put it on the right side and hold it with my right hand, both of two yarns, and continue crocheting as I would be crocheting with my first color. So 1, 2, 3 and 3 double stitches, slip stitch, and continue crocheting 4 little squares. I finished crocheting these 4 squares, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and now I need to crochet 3 more squares color magenta, but it's going to be different ball of yarn. So I'm getting my next yarn. This color I put on the right side, go inside this space, grab the yarn, pull up the loop and crochet slip stitch. Now get this piece of yarn on the right side, hold it and continue crocheting our squares. 1, 2, 3 and 3 double stitches into the same space, and continue crocheting until the end. And let's look. So we are going to continue crocheting these 3 little squares. After that we will turn our work and we will start next row, which will be row 11, and row 11 it's going to be this one. We will go from up down, 1, 2, 3, 3 magenta color, 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches will be rose color, and 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches, I'm sorry, not stitches, little squares, again magenta color. So right now we got 3 bolt of yarns attached to our work. So 1 on this side, 1 this in the middle, and 1 on this side. So let's continue crocheting and we will meet at row 11 when we will be crocheting from up down. We are on row 11 and we're going down. I already crocheted 3 squares and magenta color, and now I need to crochet rose colors, 1, 2, 3, 4 rose colors. Let me show how I crochet this spot. So I need to add, not add, just continue crocheting this square with rose color. What I do, pull this little bit, grab the rose color, insert your hook inside into this space, grab the yarn, just put it on this yarn on the hook, grab this yarn, pull it up and pull through this stitch, and we get our kind of like slip stitch. So now we continue crocheting chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and keep crocheting our little square. 3 more double stitches, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch, and continue crocheting. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. I want to show you what I do. You don't need to do it, and I don't think somebody else doing it, but let me show what I do. I don't like to have this You see this kind like V stitch we get in this spot. So what I do when I do crochet my third stitch, I grab this piece of yarn from the bottom up like this, and now I insert my hook into this space, grab the yarn, pull up the loop, pull this loop up. I got 3 loops on the hook, and now continue crocheting my double stitch. So in this case, you see I have this angle, like nice clear angle, but it's just me. It's how I like to do. I finished crocheting my row 11, and I want to show you how I mark my rows. If you look at my pattern, you can see that I draw some lines. I'm not sure if you can see it. I think you can. Every 5 rows I draw this line, like I connect them like row 10 and 10, 15 and 15, 20 and 20, and adds. And the same thing I do on my work. When I crochet, it helps me to see on which row I am. To mark this side that goes from down up, I use like orange, pink, red stitch markers, and to mark this row that goes horizontally, I'm using like blue color, green, sometimes yellow. It's just kind of like color coding. It helps me to see, again, to see where I am, if I'm crocheting from up down or if you're crocheting from down up, so I don't mix this bottom part with top part. So I want to put this stitch marking on row 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, actually it will be not row, it's gonna be our column 10, and this will be on row 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and this one on row 10. So this is how I know I'm on row 10. I was on row 10, and now I finished crocheting row 11. Now we need to crochet row 12, and this row 12 will goes from down, will go up, and we need to crochet 1, 2, 3, 4 magenta color, 1, 2, 3, 4 rose color, 1, 2, 3, 4 magenta color. So 4, 4, 4. I finished crocheting row 12, but before we continue, I want to sew in these ends, because I don't like to keep them until I finished my blanket. I like to sew in as I go, so it's easier to do it little by little than later when the blanket is big and too many ends. So what I do, I usually use these spots to sew in my ends. So go this way, 1, 2, and 3. The same thing I'm going to do with this piece of yarn, and we will meet after that. Now we need to start crocheting row 13. So this is our row 13, this one. And you can see that we need to start another yarn. And we need to start, we will use that pink yarn for this part of blanket. And after that we will continue with 1, 2, 3 magenta, 1, 2, 3, 4 rose, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 magenta. So let's start our row 13 and I'll show you how I add new yarn. Okay, I grabbed new yarn and what I do it very simple. I just keep this yarn right here, kind of like hold it with my hand and grab new yarn and crochet chain 3, 1. I move this piece of yarn on my right side and hold it with my hand. So I already crochet 1, 2, 3, pinch, 1, 2, 3. Now double stitch into pinched loop. This is our first double stitch, second double stitch, and third double stitch goes into this magenta color loop, but it's okay. Later in the blanket it will be not visible that this stitch went into magenta loop. See? Okay, and now continue with magenta. So what we do, just pull it a little bit, and how we crochet. Now I put this yarn on the back, insert your hook into this middle space, grab this yarn, pull it up. Now go into this space where we usually that one that we usually use for our double stitches. Go inside, grab the yarn, pull up the loop, pull through this loop and pull through this loop, and this is going to be our slip stitch. And now continue 3 chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and continue crocheting our magenta little squares. So we need to crochet 1, 2, 3 magenta, after that rose and magenta again. So let's finish by ourselves. I'm on row 15. I crochet 3, 1, 2, 3 pink squares, 1, 2, 3, and now I need to crochet 4 magenta squares, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I crochet 3 so far, so I need to crochet 1 more magenta square, but I need to move this pink yarn to the next spot, because you see this spot will be magenta, and I need to move this pink yarn like this to this spot where I will use pink yarn. So let me show you how I do it. Pink yarn, put it on the back, insert your hook into middle space, grab this yarn, pull it up, go into this space, insert your hook into this space, and put this pink yarn on the hook and on this chain. Now grab this yarn, magenta yarn, pull up the loop, pull through 2, pull through this pink one, and pull through magenta loop, and crochet chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now keep this yarn laying on a chain and crochet 3 double stitches. 1, 2, 3. Now we want to attach this yarn to this spot. So what we do? Insert your hook into this space, grab the yarn, pull up the loop, and chain 1. Now insert your hook into middle space, grab the yarn, pull up the loop, and pull through this one pink loop. Now insert your hook into this space, grab the yarn, pull up the loop, and pull through 2, through pink and through magenta. And now you got your slip stitch. Now chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and continue crocheting our pink square. 3, 3. Okay, let's see. Let's look at our pink, at our row 15. What we can see. So we crocheted 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 magenta. Now 1, 2. We need to crochet 2 pink. We already crocheted one more. So let's move it and write it 2. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 till the end magenta. Let's continue crocheting, and I believe you can crochet next few rows by yourself. I'm not sure yet where we meet next time, but let's just continue crocheting, and at some point we will meet where if I see there is something will be different, something interesting, we will stop there. I finished row 15, and I wanted to stop here to show you how I'm using stitch markers. If you look at my pattern, you can see that I draw these lines that I showed you before every 5 rows. So I mark rows, the same spots, same rows. I want to mark with stitch markers on my blanket. So these big stitch markers I use for rows 10, 20, 30, 40, and these little markers I'm using for rows like 15, 25, 35, 45. So it helps me to see where I am. Okay, this one, red one, I'm using for this side that goes from down up. So this is my row 15. So you see, this is 10 and 5, 15, and the same thing I'm using the green one on the bottom side. So this is my row 15, and this is how I mark. I just wanted to stop to show you how I mark my rows with the stitch markers. We are in row 19. I crocheted these pink squares, and I started crocheting magenta squares. And after I crocheted 2 squares, I approached this piece of yarn. And so what happens at this spot, we got two pieces of magenta yarn. So what we want to do, let's look couple rows ahead. So we would continue row 19 with one piece of magenta yarn, and another magenta yarn will stay at this spot. And when we, okay, let me leave my pencil right here. And when after we finish row 19 and we will be crocheting row 20, we see that there is next color. So we start next color and we will go up, up, up with next color, and this color we would finish right here. It's 1, 2, 3 squares apart from this image. So it's gonna be, this square is right here, so it's 1, 2, 3, and this square will be right here. So we want to move this piece of yarn, we want to move here, we want to move it down, so it's this yarn will be next to our pink yarn. Let's see how far we need to move. If this yarn is right here right now, we want to move it 1 step down, 2 step down, 3 steps down. So we want to move it to this spot, 3 steps down. In this case, after we will crochet new yarn and finish this square, our magenta yarn will be right here, and we will continue with this yarn next magenta square. Let's move our yarn 3 steps down. So grab this yarn, put it on the back, insert your hook into middle space, grab this yarn, pull up the loop, go into this space, grab the yarn, pull up the loop, pull through 2. Now get this yarn, put it on the top on this chain, and continue crocheting 1, 2, 3, 3 double stitches, 1, 2, 3. Now we need to attach this yarn to this spot. So what we do, insert your hook into this space, grab the yarn, pull up the loop, and chain 1. Now go inside into this middle space, grab the yarn, pull up the loop, pull through this one loop. Now go inside to this space, grab the yarn, pull up the loop, and pull through 2. So we moved 1 step. Now we need to move 2nd step. Grab this yarn, put on top on the chain, and continue crocheting with this yarn. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now we want to attach this yarn to this spot, the same thing that we just did. Go insert your hook to this space, grab the yarn, pull up the loop, and chain 1. Go in the middle space, pull up the loop, pull through this one, go into this space, pull up the loop, and pull through 2. So we moved 2 steps. Now grab this yarn, put it on top on the chain, and continue with this yarn. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now we want to attach this yarn to this spot, so we can do the same thing. Go to this space and grab the yarn and attach it, or we can go to this small space because it's all colors the same. So we can go to this small space, pull up the loop, chain 1, go in the middle space, pull up the loop, pull through 1, go to this space, grab the yarn, and pull through 2. And now we moved 3 we move the yarn 3 steps down, this one, and we can continue crocheting our row 19 with this yarn. Oops, 1 second, and we continue 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch. Okay, now let's see what we got. We got this yarn moved from here, moved right here, 3 steps down, and let's continue crocheting, and we will meet on row 20. We are on row 20, and we crochet these 4 pink squares, and now we have this magenta yarn next to our pink square. If we didn't move this yarn, we would have it right here after 2 squares. We crochet 2 squares and we had it right here. And let's pretend that we didn't move this yarn and we still have it right here. So in this case, this yarn would be too far from this square to continue. So what we could do, we could just put this yarn like this and crochet over this yarn. But I personally don't like to do it. I prefer to move this yarn down and continue crocheting my squares when this yarn close to this square. So now let's continue crocheting, and maybe we will meet again if I found some interesting spots that I want to show you, or if I didn't find any, we will meet at the end of when blanket will be finished. I made this stop. I wanted to show you how I mark my rows. So I finished crocheting row 21, but I want to mark row 20 with my stitch marker. And on rows like 10, 20, 30, 40, I attach these bigger stitch markers, and I want to move these markers on row 20 because I already don't care about these numbers. I want to know my numbers closer to the row where I'm crocheting. So what I do, I want to move this stitch marker right here, but I want to add these 2 little stitch markers to this bigger stitch marker. So this is how I would know it's row 20. 2 little stitch markers means 20. So I'm attaching it to this, and I keep them red color so I know it's my right side. And on the bottom side I want to do the same thing. I want to get this stitch marker, the bigger stitch marker, put 2 little stitch marker on it and move it to the row 20. This is my row 20. So this is how I know it's row 20, and on row 30 I would add 1 more stitch marker, on row 40 1 more, and on row 50 I would take off the stitch markers, and I will be using just this one big stitch marker, but I already would know it's row 50 and not 10 like it was right here, because it would be obvious. So and little stitch markers, when I will be on row 25, I would move this little stitch marker on row 25. So this is how I'm counting. This is row 20, and the little stitch marker right here will be my row 25. couple days later. I stopped in row 53. I wanted to show you how I keep my blanket when I'm crocheting. My blanket just sitting on my desk, and I fold it like this. And while I'm crocheting, my blanket is on the desk. And also I keep my yarn. You can see my yarn. It's also sitting on a desk. And I don't use bobbins. I'm not sure how to use them. Just keep my bigger balls just sitting on a desk, and smaller balls I put in containers. And I also wanted to show you how I use my stitch marker. So you can see this bigger stitch marker. It's on row 50. And I already took off all smaller stitch markers from this bigger one, and now it's just single on row 50. This one smaller one, it was row 45, and when I crochet 2 more rows, it will be row 55. I'll move this little stitch marker on row 55. I'm going to start crocheting row 54, and I need to start decreasing on row 54. So what I do, I just move my blanket like this, and flip it over, and fold it like this. Move all my move all my yarn. Like this. And continue crocheting row 54. Let me bring my camera closer, and I'll show you how I do decreasing. I forgot to tell you about this bigger stitch marker. If I move it on row 60, I will add this one little stitch marker to this bigger. This little stitch marker means 10 when it attached to the bigger stitch marker. So this is 50, this is 10, together 60. And on row 70, I would add 2 stitch markers. On row 80 I would add 3 stitch markers. On row 90 I would add 4 stitch markers, and on row 100 I would take off all the stitch markers, and this one single will mean 100, and this little one just I'm moving 5, 5, 5, 5. So now let's start decreasing. So let me show you how I decrease. So insert hook into this very first space, grab the yarn, pull up the loop, pull through this loop. This is our slip stitch, first slip stitch. Just don't pull it too much, make it kind of like light. Insert hook into this space, grab the yarn, pull up the loop, pull through this loop, and we get second slip stitch. Insert your hook into this space, grab the yarn, pull up the loop, and pull through this slip stitch. This is how I decrease this first row and the second row. Just 1, 2, 3, just do our regular little square. So a chain 3, and now 3 double stitches, slip stitch, and continue crocheting our row. So now I think most likely we will meet when my blanket will be done. A few days later, my blanket is finished and I want to show it to you, and I want to finish my video at this point, but I'm going to crochet border for this blanket, and I'll show it to you in my next video, which will be part 2. Right now I just wanted to show you how this blanket looks without the border, and it looks nice. It doesn't really need a border, but I like to crochet borders for my blankets, so I'm going to crochet border and I'll show it to you in my next video, part 2. And at this point I'm going to finish this video, which is part 1. And I also wanted to ask you, please subscribe my channel so you will not miss my new videos, and please give me thumbs up so more people can watch my videos. My channel is new, I don't have many videos yet, but I hope that with your support more people can see my videos. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.